Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this T20 match between the Karachi Royals and the Peshawar Pride. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
The opposition captain can't believe their luck. Who'd bowl first in these conditions? It's certainly a risk, and the opening bowlers will really need to be on their game.
Riaz has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Perfect technique and placement.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
4 runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Riaz is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field. Nicely played.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
Riaz shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Solid defence, very compact. Great shot.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
16 runs added there. The Kings are none for 16. Ali is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Got right in behind it.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
Misses everything.
Well bowled.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Good bit of timing there.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive. Just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yeah.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Over. The Kings are none for 27. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Runs it off the face of the bat, almost behind point. Plenty of chasing to pull this one back. Azam, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Wait on. Yep.
This could be trouble.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even lent on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
Ali has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Time that perfectly.
Just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Good pickup, big chance.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Amir from the north end.
Yep.
Ballers in.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Straight to the fielder. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Too much room, got what it deserved.
He was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Nicely played.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Riaz coming into the attack from the south end.
Peshawar Pride.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Azam, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yeah.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4. Driven away nicely.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Misses everything.
Well bowled.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Riaz will be disappointed with that delivery.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice ball.
Amir with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wait on.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The Zalmi can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
That is a gorgeous shot. Straight through the covers.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Nice shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Kadir is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Times it nicely.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Khan has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yeah.
Strong appeal. Aziz, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the north end. Got right in behind it. Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat. A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea. That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Digs it out well.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there. That was a good slow ball. Picked up well though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. A miserly over is completed, just one off it.
And now on none for 92.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler!
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Hard to stop them in this sort of form. It's a half century and they've blazed them to all corners so far.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Waiting.
Khan will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
There was a split second to decide which end to throw to, and in the end, it was a poor choice.
Solid defence, very compact.
Negated the spin well there. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Aziz shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep. No!
Seems slightly odd not just to take the single that was on offer there.
Well bowled.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Great shot.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Kings are none for 108. Amir, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yeah.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Really good innings to bring up the half century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Good work there on the boundary.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
Got the head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Keepers.
Good return, back from the deep.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Kings are none for 118.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Yep.
Bit of miscommunication there, they got back in the end. It would have been a high risk second, not sensible.
Yeah.
Got that away nicely.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Nice bowling.
Right on top of the spin, keeps it out well.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery. Through the shot early, ball passes bat. A brilliant slower ball.
End of the over, 5 off it. The Kings are none for 123.
Yep.
Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there.
Well bowled.
Amir with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yeah.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible. An economical over comes to an end. You get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Wait.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That really wasn't a great delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Powell into the attack now from the south end.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Poor fielding, throw sent to the wrong end, and both batters are safely home. That was a solid shot, driven off the front foot, fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
Keeper!
Wasn't a bad ball, got it short enough, but they were onto it so early. Pivoted onto the back foot and punched it away behind square.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Off the body, and they scamper through for a run.
Wait there.
Great shot. Great timing.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You really can't bowl like that. It got what it deserved.
Couldn't have played that any better.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
That's the over. The Kings are none for 157.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Nice bowling.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Ali shakes their head. It was there to be hit but couldn't make the most of it.
Great shot.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Waiting. Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
10 runs added there. The Kings are none for 167. Riaz coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Yep.
Loud appeal.
Yeah, yeah. No!
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive. I'm loving this innings. It's been built with solid strokes, and that was another one with immense power.
Yeah.
Really good shot there. Digs out the Yorker.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot. Massive chance.
Takes them into the 90s, and they may well be looking to get to 3 figures in 2 balls the way they're going.
Over. The Kings are none for 178.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Right on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
It was a nice-looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Middle that one. Great timing.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
That last ball. Isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting. Yep.
Could be close. Could that be out? Looks so.
Khan, at last, has to go. It's been a brilliant innings.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and they want to show everyone their strength. Nicely played.
Wow, power off the front foot, goes all the way.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them.
That single is just edging the score closer to a century. Looking a wee bit nervous. You've just got to control the nerves and remember to play each shot on its merits.
Yep. No!
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
timed that brilliantly.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot, saw it really early, and it was dispatched with ease.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
They have well and truly hammered this attack today to all parts. A brilliant innings at well over a run a ball.
Last over of this innings, no point defending now. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Absolutely nailed it.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Gone. It's a good catch.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Good bit of timing there.
That was the slower ball and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
End of the over. The Kings are 2 for 228. And that's the end of the innings. The Kings have set a target of 229 runs.
Wait. Yep.
There'll be runs here. Couldn't get it through the field.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Yep.
Edge, what a ball!
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Wait there. Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Drives and misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
5 runs added in the over. The Zalmi are none for 5. Wazim, the left armour, is the new bowler from the north end.
Wait.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Wait there.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. The Kings kept the batters quiet in that over. So far, though, no wickets for the endeavour being shown.
Wait. Yep.
Bowler!
A couple on offer here.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep. Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yep.
Just threw the shot too early.
Beaten on the drive.
A lot of movement in the air and off the pitch. Came in, just missing the stumps, and then a bit of shape away.
4 runs added there.
Yeah.
The Zalmi are none for 16.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. An economical over comes to an end. You get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet. Amir from the south end.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Wait on.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Yeah.
Bowler.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Zalmi are 1 for 29.
Yep.
Good throw from the deep. On target. Kohler Cadmore gets off the mark.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yes. Yep.
Brilliant shot that.
Yeah.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Those types of deliveries, if you make the most of them, the bowler will feel the pressure.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Wait on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
The Kings found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Yep.
Brilliant diving stop.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wait there. Yep.
3 added in that over. The Zalmi are 1 for 45. Misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Azam has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Order that. Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for two. Wazim ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Going with spin now. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get four.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Yep.
Super shot.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yes. Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Over. The Zalmi are 1 for 189.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Yes.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Yep.
Great shot.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
It can be very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Yep.
Nice shot.
A century full of brilliance. They've been so composed right from ball 1. What an exhilarating innings it's been. 100 and in quick time too. That's a fantastic win. Maybe a bit closer than they would have hoped, but a win's a win, and they rightfully celebrate.